Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Clearly Hayley. I'm actually really excited for this video today. As you can see, I'm not wearing makeup again, and that is because I'm going to be showing you guys my morning skincare routine. It's so weird that I'm posting so much without makeup on my face. I'm not used to this. It's very vulnerable, but I have to get used to it. So I actually wasn't going to be doing this video for probably many weeks. My original plan was to go step by step in a skincare routine and explain each step and recommend products for each step. For example, for cleansers, I was going to show 4 cleansers that I thought would work good for dry skin, the cleansers I've been trying, etc. And I was going to be doing that for each step of the skincare routine. But I recently got a recommendation to do a morning routine and a night routine, and I was like, well, I guess that might be better. And here's why. By putting out a morning and a nighttime routine before I do the step-by-step videos, you guys can get an idea of what a morning routine should look like so you can create one right now. For example, if I did the step-by-step videos, sunscreen would be last, and it's the most important part of a morning skincare routine. But I don't want to wait weeks and weeks to tell you that, so I thought doing a basic morning routine and a basic night routine before I went in step-by-step would be most beneficial to you guys. So this video is a morning skincare routine, but since I have been prepping for the step-by-step videos, these aren't products that are staples in my routine yet, because a lot of these products are ones that I'm just testing out right now. So a lot of them, I don't have a clear decision on whether or not I'm going to keep them in my skincare routine. So I'll explain as much as I know about them. I'll explain how they've helped me or how they don't help me. But from this video, I hope you get an idea of what a morning skincare routine should consist of and what it looks like. Most of these products are from a drugstore, and I did that on purpose so that you guys could start with an easy and accessible skincare routine right now before I went in step by step later on. Okay, let's go. I want to start out by saying, and I hate to admit this, but I never really had a skincare routine. It's so bad, especially someone for my age, but I am not a morning person at all. I'm the least morning person there is. I wake up 5 minutes before I have to leave in the morning, roll out of bed, and leave. I do the basics, brush my teeth, get dressed, and that's basically it. So lately I've been having to train myself to wake up 10 minutes earlier to do my skincare because now I know how important it is, especially sunscreen. Recently on my Instagram story, I was posting some polls to learn a little bit more about you guys. Over half of you said that you do not have a morning skincare routine, but 86% of you know that there should be a difference between your morning and your night skincare routine, so that's great. And 86% of you said that you need help with your morning skincare routine. So I hope this video helps you. If you would like to be part of my polls on Instagram, please follow me at @Haylers. I'll also have it down below. As you guys know, I have extremely dry skin. So if you are watching this and you also have dry skin, you don't necessarily have to cleanse your face in the morning. You can just splash your face with some water, kind of rub the water around a little bit, and that should be fine. But if you have combination to oily skin, you need a cleanser. Even though I have extremely dry skin, I still use a cleanser in the morning most of the time. That is because I usually sweat while I sleep, and my pillowcase isn't going to be perfectly clean every single night. Also, it just kind of feels weird to not cleanse my face before putting on all my skincare products. But you don't have to cleanse your face if you have very dry skin. It might just dry your face out even more. Especially overnight, we lose so much water from our skin in a process called transepidermal water loss. And transepidermal water loss is just water that is being passed from your body through your skin and then evaporates. So having a skincare routine in the morning is very important. So since I do like to wash my face in the morning, I use the most gentle cleanser that I have found. And it is the Versed Gentle Cycle Milky Cleanser. And to me, Milky Cleanser seemed a little odd, but it's amazing. But it's amazing for dry, sensitive skin. It doesn't foam up, and foaming has said to be stripping of the skin. Milk cleansers are gentle and effective and are free of harsh ingredients. And this doesn't have any fragrances. This has been perfect for me in the morning because I do not feel dry afterwards. And it is the least stripping cleanser that I've ever used. And in the morning, you don't want to use a lot either. I just do a pump, maybe 2 of this, and I'm good to go. Now, I already cleansed my face before this video because doing it on camera is very difficult, but just know that I did cleanse my face with this. Now, there are some things in this skincare routine that are not necessary in a skincare routine. They are just things that I like to use, but I'll let you know which ones aren't necessary when I get to them. The first one that isn't necessary is this facial mist, and I did talk about this in one of my other videos previously, but this is the Honest Beauty Calm and Go Face Mist. I love using this after I cleanse just because cleansing can be the most stripping part of the routine. So I spray this on for some hydration and also for calming the skin. Again, not necessary, but it's kind of fun to use, and this one doesn't have any fragrances or harsh ingredients. So this is how I would use this after my cleanser. Just a couple spritz. And did you guys know that there's a wrong and a right way to spray a mist? Spraying it from up here works so much better. I feel so much more product on my skin than just doing this compared to this. There's so much more. And then if product is like dropping, it'll drop onto your face. My next step is also not necessary, and it is a toner. Now, I'll talk about this more when I get to my toners video, but I always thought a toner was necessary, and it's not. The reason I thought toners were necessary was because when I would use them, I would see makeup on my cotton round. But toners are not supposed to be used to clean up the leftover makeup from your cleanser. That just means your cleanser is not doing a good enough job. Toners are supposed to be used for hydrating your skin if you need it, which is so weird to me because all my toners I've ever used have dried out my skin, but I always thought that was a good thing because I thought it was working, but that's not the case. This one that I'm using is actually a Korean toner. It is the ISNTREE Green Tea Fresh Toner. Green tea is so good for your skin. It is very hydrating, but it also says it helps control excessive sebum, which is the oil in your skin. So if I do have a breakout, like I do kind of down here, I really do like to use this. But again, not necessary. Now, there are a few ways that you can apply a toner. One is just to put some on your hands like this, and this is what I like to do. Just put a few drops, go like this, and just dab the product on your skin. This way you aren't producing waste by using a cotton round, which is another way you could do it. But there are reusable cotton rounds that you can get on Amazon, and I'll link those below too if you want to try those. I want to try those, so maybe I'll order them right after filming this. So the next step is an eye cream. Some people say eye creams are not necessary, and obviously none of this is necessary except sunscreen, but for me, eye creams are necessary because I do have fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes. The one I've been liking in the morning is the e.l.f. CBD eye cream. The first time I used this, I saw my dark circles vanish. If that's even possible, I don't know. This has hyaluronic acid, which soothes and plumps your under eyes. There's also a peptide complex, which helps reduce the signs of aging, and it also helps to brighten your under eyes. It's not hygienic to touch this part to your skin at all, which, I mean, it would be so easy to just boom, boom. But we don't want to get bacteria on here. Then we end up getting bacteria in the cream every day we use it. So I just put a little bit on my ring finger. Always the ring finger because it is the weakest finger and the most gentle. So I just put about this much on my ring finger, and I get some on my other ring finger. Then I start to gently pat it under my eyes. You want to be very gentle. You do not want to pull your under eye skin ever. It'll just create more wrinkles. So you want to be very, very gentle. Now the next step is a vitamin C serum. And vitamin C is a little controversial. Some say that it oxidizes way too fast, which then it just becomes useless for your skin. But it also really helps your skin if it is paired with a sunscreen. So vitamin C helps even out your skin tone and also makes your skin appear brighter, which would be a great product to use in the morning. And also, sunscreen helps vitamin C not oxidize on your skin. Vitamin C also helps protect you against free radical damage. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant, and it also is said to help with sun damage. Now, that does not mean you get to use a vitamin C instead of a sunscreen. A vitamin C oil will not protect you like a sunscreen can. But when they're paired together, it is such a powerful combo because a vitamin C oil can help against free radicals and a sunscreen can help against ultraviolet light throughout the day. The one I've been using, only because it's the only one I have right now, is the Biossance Squalane and Vitamin C Rose Oil. The Squalane in here helps your skin's hydration so much. So a lot of people like to touch the dropper to their face and squeeze it out, but stop doing that. Bacteria will get on the dropper, and then you'll put that bacteria back in here, and that'll actually oxidize the vitamin C way faster, which you do not want to do. So instead, I put a full dropper full, massage it in my hands, and then I just press the oil into my skin. Don't forget your neck. Don't buy this one. I mean, it's great, but it's $72. I got it in like a Black Friday special deal thing. But you do not need to spend $72 on a vitamin C oil. I can suggest some other ones in the description below. Now, if you don't want to go in with the vitamin C oil or vitamin C serum, that is just fine. Another one I like to use in the morning instead of a vitamin C oil or serum is the Vichy Mineral 89 Skin Fortifying Daily Booster. Now, if you remember from one of my other videos, this isn't the most hydrating, but that's okay because this is a morning routine. You don't want to look like a grease ball throughout the day. I know that the ingredients in here are amazing, so I know that it is hydrating my skin, but it doesn't leave my face oily. Now at night, that's a different story. At night, I want my face oily and wet. There's hyaluronic acid in here, which helps hydrate your skin. There's actually volcanic water in here too, which helps strengthen and repair your skin's barrier. And this one you can just get at Target. This is a drugstore one. Okay, for my moisturizer, I've been using the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream, which I've also talked about in another video. I wouldn't personally use it at night. It is not hydrating enough to use at night, for me at least. But for the morning, I love using this. There's hemp seed oil in here, which helps to nourish and hydrate your skin. There's vitamin B in here to help soothe your skin, hyaluronic acid to lock in moisture, and niacinamide to help prevent water loss. There are so many good ingredients in here, and also no fragrances. So I'll take this much and I'm gonna put it on my 2 or 3 fingers, and I'll start massaging it into my skin. Make sure I get my forehead. For some reason, my forehead gets so dry. Don't forget your neck. I usually dot the excess product on my fingers under my eyes because you can just use a moisturizer for your eye cream. So I just like to get those good ingredients under my eyes too. It is such a soft cream, if that makes sense. It is just like luxurious kind of, but it is not heavy on the skin, which is what you want for a morning routine. And this can also be found in drugstores. I got mine at Target. And now I'm done. Just kidding. You need sunscreen. The one I've been using is actually a Korean sunscreen, and it is from Crave, the Beet Shield. Now, obviously this helps with sun damage, but it also helps to keep pollutants from your skin. This one is an SPF 50. Now, this is a chemical sunscreen, but it's a chemical sunscreen in Korea, which means it is not harmful. Korean sunscreen is so much more innovative, and they are way past the US on research and just skincare in general. So if it's a chemical sunscreen from Korea, it is not like the chemical sunscreens here in the US. If you get a US sunscreen, you want a mineral sunscreen. So sunscreen is my least favorite part of a skincare routine. To be honest, I never use a sunscreen, which I kind of like cringe at now, especially because I recently learned that 90% of aging is from sun damage. That's crazy. It's crazy. Even if you don't leave your house, you should still wear a sunscreen because you can get the damage from the sun coming through your windows. Also, sunscreen only lasts about 2 hours, so you should be reapplying sunscreen every 2 hours to get all of its benefits. A lot of people don't like using a lot of sunscreen, but that just means that you aren't fully protected. So the rule that I've seen lately is you need 3 fingers worth. That means this much. And then I kind of just put it on my other 3 fingers and just rub it into my skin. A little bit under the eyes, try not to get too close to your eyes. But remember, 90% of aging is due to sun damage, so to get some under your eyes is important. Also, your neck. This one isn't extremely accessible, so I'm actually going to put some really good sunscreens from the drugstore in the description box below. Some on the top of my head right now are the CRV cleansers. There's one with a tint and one without a tint. And I've only tried 2 sunscreens for my face, and the first one I hated, and I'll talk about that more in my sunscreen video. And this one I like. I mean, I like it better than the other one. My face does feel a little dry after like a half hour of using this, but right now it's better than nothing. In the future, I am going to be trying more sunscreens from the drugstore so I can decide which one's my favorite. If you do one thing in the morning, it should be to put on sunscreen. If you do your whole skincare routine and don't use a sunscreen, everything you just did will be for nothing. Literally, none of it's gonna work if you don't have a sunscreen. When I heard that, I was like, okay, so I'm doing all this stuff and it's ultimately for nothing if I don't use a sunscreen. That is what made me use a sunscreen. That and the fact that 90% of aging is due to sun damage. So with those 2 facts, I hope that convinces you to wear a sunscreen. I know it's not fun and it's like, ugh, but it is very important. If you do purchase this one, there's no white cast. That just means that it doesn't look white on your skin after putting it on. A lot of the sunscreens from the drugstore though do have a white cast, but if it does have a white cast, all you have to do is work it into your fingers for a while before you put it on your face. That'll help get rid of most of the white cast. For your skincare routine, you do not need this many steps. You don't even need a cleanser. You don't even need a toner. You don't even need to use an eye cream. If you want the simplest morning skincare routine, splash your face, put on a serum or a moisturizer or both, and then put on a sunscreen. Also remember, these aren't my favorite products to use. I mean, some of them are, but I'm in the process of testing out a lot of products for you guys for my future videos. So this is just what I've been using right now, but I'll give you more of my favorites in upcoming videos. I'll have all the links to these products in the description box below, along with some other ones that might be more accessible to you. If you have any questions, please comment them below. If you have any skincare brands or skincare products you would like me to review, mention those below. If there are any concealers or foundations you'd like me to review, please list those down below too. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button and please subscribe if you would like more skincare help or makeup help. Thanks for watching. Bye!